shine like the sun. That's us, hopefully. Huh? You know, these last several weeks we've been following a continuous theme, if you will, in terms of recognizing that as people of God, yes, we are called to serve. How do we serve? And today, more, how do we look at others? Last week we looked at how we might see others who serve as 30, 60, or 100-fold, the example that Jesus gave. And we might look and say, well, I'm not 100-fold, and therefore we might be tempted to compare ourselves to others and say, well, I'm not doing as much as so-and-so or so-and-so. And that's okay. Everyone is not called to the same thing. We all have different gifts, different abilities, and also different amounts that we can serve. Just as Jesus told Peter, when Peter said, Lord, what about John here? And Jesus said, what's that to you, Peter? You do what I tell you, John will do what I tell him. That we are all called to an accountability to the Lord himself, not to how do we match up to each other. So that's one side of the coin. Today we kind of look at the other side of the coin in terms of judgment. Not judging how do I come up short of others, but now how might I be judging others who don't match up to what I think I do. In other words, how often we might be tempted to say, well, why isn't so-and-so doing this? And why am I always the one doing whatever? And that could be in our house, that could be in our church, that could be any organization we belong to. That we might look down on others who don't seem to be doing as much as I do. That's a dangerous thing. Until we walk a mile in the other man's shoes, like they say, we don't know. We don't know. Just be grateful we get out of bed and are able to serve. That's what I think every day. And along with that, we're called today, as Jesus looks at wheat and tares. In other words, tares are not wheat at all. So we're looking at the reality that there are others, even within the church, as St. Paul says, who may not belong to the body of Christ. St. Paul was very disturbed in the early days when he said, there are infiltrators among us. It's like, what was that? Well, that was really Jews. They were watching their fellow Jews become Christians, and it's like, wait a minute. These guys now, they're preaching you don't have to be circumcised, and they're not following all the laws of the Jews. And so they wanted to find out what was going on, and apparently got into the Christian community. So Paul said, they're not Christians at all. And that's the other side of the coin, that we're sometimes tempted to judge others in terms of not even being Christian. We hear Jesus talk about the reality that someday there will be a judgment, and there will be an accountability of everybody, even those who are not trying. And so there are those within the church who give scandal, who do terrible things, even priests and bishops, yes, and popes. There's been some terrible popes in history. And I don't know how they came before God, but that's his business. In other words, the church is, first of all, made up of sinners. Every one of us, anybody here not a sinner? The church is made up of sinners. Kind of like Bishop Sheen said, if the church were as perfect as you and I would have it, he said there would not be room for you or I in it. If the church were as perfect as you and I would have it, there would not be room for you or I in it. I think how true that is. Because we all seem to want to think that everybody in it, especially priests and bishops and all those, ought to be perfect. I'm not. And I don't know anybody yet. So we're all sinners. And we're all on this journey together to help one another come to that day of accountability. But until that time, can you and I judge? No. One of the first things the Pope said, when he was leaving Argentina to go to Rome, and somebody was asking him about a moral problem, he said, who am I to judge? Well, he's not saying that's okay. He's saying, I can't judge. It's God's business to judge. But it is our business, and each of us still need to be asking ourselves every day, Lord, what do you want to be? Lord, where am I coming up short? And when we come to the end of the day, the church asks us to do an examination every night. Say, how might I have been a better Christian today? How might I have been a better reflection of Christ to others? That's what we have to ask. And not look and say, well, at least I wasn't as bad as so-and-so today. Because that's not a good criteria. There's probably others pointing at us the same way, right? There's probably others saying, well, I wasn't as bad as him or her. And so you and I cannot judge our day based on that, but only how am I doing in terms of responding to the Lord's blessings in my life. How am I doing in terms of the many gifts, the many ways that He has touched my life, knowing who I am and knowing who He is? That's our question. If we can answer that every day and say, Lord, thank you for this day. I did the best I could. Help me to be even a better person tomorrow. We will be okay. Today, let us continue this journey together, knowing that, yes, the day will come. The day will come when all of us will have to give an accountability to our Lord.